Coming up in this edition of Jamaica Magazine.
Nearly 10 years ago, Era Nation was in a predicament. He had 3 daughters in school for whom he had big dreams, but very little means to make them a reality.
How this father was able to access a government program to secure a brighter future for his daughters. Also, a stop by the St. Thomas Parish Library and the St. George's Girls Infant and Primary School to discover the joys of reading. I'm Audrey Williams. We have all that and so much more after this message. Stay tuned.
As of May 31, whenever you are making local calls, you will have to use the area code 876 before you dial the existing 7-digit numbers in your contact list. This is because Jamaica will be receiving a new area code, 658. Yes, all Little Island will now have 2 area codes, and to ensure you're calling the right person, you will have to dial 10 digits. Don't worry, if this is new to you, you still have time to get used to it, because there is a 5-month permissive dialing period where you will be constantly reminded. 10-digit dialing. Another step in making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and do business.
Hi there, I'm Simone Wolfe with your JIS News of the Week. Prime Minister Andrew Holness was in Canada for the G7 summit and called on the world's largest economies to review the international financing policies that classify many small island developing states as upper middle income states, which he said prevented countries such as Jamaica from accessing the financing needed to grow their economies and respond to the ravaging effects of climate change.
In fact, I made a point that the best partnership that the more developed countries could seek to strike with small island developing states is to be more facilitating of our economic growth and trade and technology transfer, and developing a global system that is more understanding of the issues faced by small island developing states.
Mr. Holness also met with the Jamaican diaspora in Canada, and in a forum with that country's business leaders, he enticed them to invest in Jamaica. This week found the Prime Minister in Parliament successfully moving a resolution to extend the Mount Salem and Denham Town zones of special operations by a further 60 days. He also announced that Parliament was to review the zones of special operations legislation shortly.
The government is consistent in applying a policy not to address the symptoms, the murders and the dangerous and serious crimes, but to address the real causal factors, which is to fix the broken communities.
The Senate has approved the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency MOCA bill with 77 amendments, sending it back to the lower house for its members' assent. Among the amendments are the appointment of the agency's Director General and provisions for the extension of the term of appointment from 3 to 5 years. The bill also sets up MOCA as a statutory law enforcement agency with operational independence and authority. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang made his sectoral presentation Tuesday and announced that the Firearm Licensing Authority would be introducing online tracking for firearm applications during this financial year, among other measures to combat the trafficking of weapons and ammunition on the island.
The Private Security Regulation Authority Act will be amended to improve the regulatory framework governing the private security industry to ensure appropriate standards for the collaboration work that may be required with the police. Mr. Speaker, control over all arms is the primary condition for security in our island nation.
232 young people are now poised to support government's crime-fighting interventions, having recently graduated from a Jamaica Defense Force training program under the Jamaica National Service Corps. At the recent passing out parade, the Security Minister said Jamaica's best hope of significantly reducing crime hinged on a positively engaged youth population.
That is why, through Community Renewal Program in collaboration with the Jamaica Social Investment Fund, we have identified some 20 of our islands most volatile communities have designed specific and targeted social programs that seek to engage youth in productive and legal enterprise.
The Port Authority of Jamaica and Canada-based maritime company Ocean have signed a 10-year concession agreement to equip the Port of Kingston with 3 state-of-the-art firefighting tugboats to improve towing services.
We fully expect that with the 3 new tugs that they will be bringing from their fleet to Kingston, each capable of at least 70 tons bollard pull, that we will have no challenge in handling the very large vessels that now transit the Panama Canal and into our region.
More than $30 million is being spent to implement disaster mitigation efforts in Douglas Castle St. Anne, which was severely impacted by extensive flooding in 2017. On a recent tour of the community, local government minister Desmond McKenzie urged the residents to implement environmental best practices to assist in alleviating flooding in the area.
When we look at some of the areas, we can see the deforestation, we can see the cutting down of trees, we can see the erosion that has taken place. That is a contributing factor to the problems that Douglas Castle is facing.
At the recent launch of the 2018 National Hurricane Preparedness Campaign, the local government minister announced a $10 million program to upgrade shelters across the island.
These shelters, the work will include water storage facility, sanitary convenience, and this is a major issue. We're going to be making preparations in these shelters for ramp and handrails for the physically challenged who have to go to these facilities.
And finally, the Ministry of Education has opened its second Youth Innovation Center in St. Catherine, which includes a homework space and a recording studio.
We're pairing our youth centers now and making them into homework centers. So we want the young people to come into the center, yes, to work on their business plans, yes, to work on their music, but also importantly, to work with other youth on their homework.
And those were some of the stories making news this week. I'm Simone Wolf.
Flavoring our Satdeh soup this week is a natural magic that's nothing short of phenomenal. It's easy on the eyes and soothing to the soul. Crepuscular rays, more commonly known as sun rays or sunbeams, are the thick threads of sunlight that seem to stream through the clouds and radiate from that point in the sky where the sun is located. Crepuscular rays, flavoring our Satdeh soup.
Part coming as a program to me, we're really grateful for it.
Sometimes when I get the money, it just come in handy, just when I need it.
If you have a difficulty sending your child to school, if you have a disability, if you've just given birth, or you're an adult and out of work, PATH can help you. The Program of Advancement through Health and Education, PATH, has helped more than 371,000 persons. Don't be a statistic of poverty. Get help today. To apply for assistance through PATH, visit the Ministry of Labour and Social Security office in your parish.
Father's Day is tomorrow, and we kickstart the celebration with the father we mentioned much earlier in the program. Now, some say it takes cash to care, but we say while money is a great helper, knowledge and its application can move mountains.
Nearly 10 years ago, Aaron Nation was in a predicament. He had 3 daughters in school for whom he had big dreams, but very little means to make them a reality. As a security guard, he was earning a minimum wage, and his wife was unable to work due to an illness. Even sending his girls to school and providing for his family's basic needs was a challenge. What was he to do? The answer came from a colleague.
I was introduced by one of my co-workers one night while I was at work, and she was telling me how she benefit with her 3 children So I found it interesting, so the very next day I went to the office and applied, and they gave me a form and complete the form and take it back to the office with information on it. And then after that, one of the social workers visited the house to confirm the information that was given on the paper. And then I was being informed that I was being enrolled on the program.
What Aaron's co-worker introduced him to was the Program of Advancement Through Health and Education, PATH. It's a cash transfer program funded by the Government of Jamaica and the World Bank. Since 2002, PATH has been offering assistance to thousands of parents like Aaron.
It helped my children them throughout school, especially the lunch program was good for me, because all I need to give them was $300 each day to pay their fare and $100 to buy a drinks because they get a meal every day.
With the monthly stipend PATH offered, plus the meals provided under the school feeding program, Aaron was empowered to ensure his girls never missed a day of school. He was finally able to put them on track for the bright future he dreamed of.
Compliance in attending school is a requirement of the PATH program. So if you do not attend school every day, the benefits are cut. You can lose them if the children are not attending school. So I believe that that is one positive contribution that it has made, where besides giving the assistance, that it has said that there must be compliance in school attendance.
Aaron's eldest daughter, Nicole, is grateful for PATH's support. She credits it with putting her well on the path to fulfilling her dreams of being a medical doctor. She's now an intern at the Spanish Town Hospital.
I began the PATH program when I was at Montego Community College. I was just starting college, and so my father received the monthly stipend to assist our household. The PATH program became a more fundamental part of my educational journey when, during my last year of medical school, I received a grant of $100,000 to help finance my tuition.
Nicole's sister Marielle, who is now a trained teacher, also got help from PATH towards her tertiary education.
As soon as she was 18 years old, I went back to the office, complete the forms. They gave me a grant of $50,000, so I used it to help pay the school fee at Sam Sharp Teachers College. And then in the final year, I saw one day in the newspaper when it came out that final year student would be granted $100,000. So I have two children who was on their final year.
Now, only one of the nation's sisters remains on the program at the secondary level. Just like the nation's sisters, PATH has enabled many students to shine from the primary to tertiary levels.
PATH students have excelled. There's a youth ambassador program in the PATH program, and 16 persons were awarded at a function we had recently, the Mona Visitors Lodge. And in those 16 youth ambassadors, I mean, that's such a positive story. There was one medical doctor, there was an attorney, linguists, teachers, persons who have truly excelled and who can speak of the benefits of the PATH program.
Nicole was one of those bestowed the prestigious title of Youth Ambassador.
Being a youth ambassador, it is a privilege, it is an honor. I view it as a critical role, especially in helping to move Jamaica forward. We're an inspiration, we're a motivation, we're there to drive students and say, hey, you can achieve not just a high school education, but also a tertiary education. We will be going to visit schools, we'll be on the devotionals, we'll be encouraging students. Take the money, take the lunches, take whatever PATH provides for you and make it your own. Do your best in school, get an education, and the sky's the limit.
In addition to providing a monthly stipend, feeding young beneficiaries and providing school grants, PATH provides several other benefits for students and their parents.
We have the Steps to Work program, which is a program that allows the parents of the children to become gainfully engaged, whether at shops, setting up shops, rearing pigs, rearing chickens, so that they, in time, can come off. It's the graduation strategy to get people off of PATH, because of course you don't want people to remain on PATH for the rest of their lives.
Students also receive money for transportation to school, and those at the secondary level are able to sit 5 CSEC subjects free of cost, enabling them to meet the minimum qualifications for acceptance to university. And there are plans on the horizon for the monthly family stipend.
We have been looking at, and it's going to come through, increasing the benefits that we pay.
I would encourage any parents to try and don't let it go by, because it's a good program and it can really assist you through education. So if you're really serious about education, please stick to the thing, because it can work, because it works well for me. Not just well, but very, very well.
In addition to students, PATH beneficiaries include persons 60 years and over who don't receive a pension, persons with disabilities, pregnant and lactating women, and poor adults 18 to 59 years of age. If you need more information on the PATH program, contact the Ministry of Labour and Social Security at 922-9500-14 or visit their website mlss.gov.jm.
Mommy?
Yes, Zoe?
Can we read this book? It will only take 10 minutes.
Sure, sit down. Every spring, Madame Angel Wing arranges a...
Do you have 10 minutes? Read with your child today. Reading with your children for just 10 minutes each day helps develop their language and listening skills, stimulates their imagination, and expands their understanding of the world. So, start reading with your child today.
Children are not the only ones who benefit from reading. For adults, it reduces stress, improves writing skills, and expands the vocabulary. And you need not buy a lot of books. You can get them on loan at a library. Take the plunge. In fact, the adventure starts now. First stop, a trip to the St. Thomas Parish Library. Then we move on to the St. George's Girls and Infant School to take in the sights and sounds from their inaugural reading fair.
The St. Thomas Parish Library is a living history book, proudly detailing the struggles and triumphs of a parish that nurtured a national hero and permanently changed the nation's structure of government. The library has also been experiencing a transformation in its program offerings and outreach services.
The St. Thomas Parish Library was established in July of 1948. Over the years, we have seen significant changes to its operations. The network comprises the parish library located in the heart of Morant Bay, 4 branch libraries, Cheswick, Port Morant, Seafort, and Dallas, and also a mobile library service, serving 16 communities and making 37 stops.
The library aims to provide the users with a wide range of exciting programs.
The St. Thomas Parish Library Network provides a variety of programs, especially our One Love concert. The One Love concert is a family and school-based oriented entertainment program which coincides with Bob Marley's birthday and Reggae Month.
The Global Libraries ICT project has been integral in the transformation process at the St. Thomas Parish Library. Through this ICT project, the library has been offering a series of training programs to the public, including basic computer, digital literacy, and social media. The library has also expanded the service offerings of their mobile library.
We have added computers that when we go out to these communities, we're able to provide computer and internet access to our users.
The library continues to offer a wide range of programs and services for all age groups. However, the St. Thomas Parish Library has a large membership of young adults.
Coming to the library changed my life a lot because I used to smoke, gamble, and I no longer do those things. I can come and look for a job through the job assistant program.
Golden Grove Primary and Infant School has been in a good relationship with the St. Thomas Parish Library. As stated in the new standards curriculum, we are supposed to observe the different sections of the library. So the children will have access to books, information as well.
The doors of the St. Thomas Parish Library are open, and we invite you to take a walk through the pages of many worlds waiting to be explored. There is always something to be discovered, regardless of age or gender.
I have been coming to the library since I was 5 years old, and my experience has been wonderful. I love to visit the library because it is a very nice place to be and I get to learn a lot of things. The library has many different activities, but my favorite activity is Story Hour. I love Story Hour because it is so much fun. I learn to draw, spell words, make Mother's Day cards, and many more. And the staff are very helpful and friendly. I will encourage all my friends to be a part of the fun and learning at the library.
Use the opportunities afforded by the St. Thomas Parish Library to change your world and recreate your possibilities.
Reading is fun. What was that? Reading is fun. What was that? Reading is fun. Read every time you're smart to become. In the library, you can explore the world. It no matter if you're a boy or girl. Whether you're young or whether you're old, the more you read and the more you learn. Reading is fun. What was that? Reading is fun. What was that? Reading is fun. Read every time you're smart to become.
Informing, educating, entertaining. That's what we do. Keep watching Jamaica Magazine.
Readers are leaders. Can you say that with me? Readers are...
National Reading Week 2018 saw the JIS partnering with the St. George's Girls Primary and Infant School in showcasing their inaugural reading fair.
This is St. George's Girls Primary and Infant School, the only all-girls primary school within Jamaica. We are focusing mainly on students from infant and the lower primary level. And I believe that if you can catch the children in the foundation years, you will catch them for life. Read your Bible, pray every day, you will grow, grow. And so for a reason like that, I would not want to keep an exhibition like this to ourselves. We want to spread it to our neighboring schools like St. Joseph Infant, Aloysius Primary, and Tivoli High, for them to come and be a part of this project.
The fair boasted a number of activities coined in such a way that the little ones and the big ones too would find reading fun and exciting.
What is happening now is that a lot of children don't like to read anymore. And so when we're able to venture out into something like this, is always a wonderful opportunity. Also, we have different persons coming in to read to the girls. We have the Jamaica Reading Association, we have persons from the Heritage Trust, and we also have persons from JIS. After that, the girls come down and they participate by purchasing books.
Now, our theme that we are using for this year in the Jamaica Reading Association, as you have it put up here, build a sustainable future through literacy.
I believe it is an opportune time, it is relevant, because with this technological age where the gadgets do all the reading for them, they are not into the book reading. So we decided that we would have this reading fair, and it's the first of its kind in this institution. When persons are able to read, to evaluate, to synthesize, to put together the information, we'll find that we will accomplish sustainable growth that way when our persons are literate, and particularly our students, because they are the future for tomorrow.
Look at this nice eye. You want to have an eagle eye? Yeah, pretty eye, don't it? Yeah, imagine me with an eagle eye. Yeah. You look pretty with an eagle eye. Now, guess what an eagle eye can do?
The JIS decided to participate in the event because of the importance literacy plays in the development of a nation.
Anything to do with national development is a big plus for the JIS. Today we were able to mount a booth through which we shared magazine, pamphlets, books with resources about Jamaica.
Working hard to guide these little ones in reading are our teachers.
Sometimes I might give them a question and they have to go to the library to find that question. Some days I might ask about a particular book that I know is in the library, and
I give an award to the girl who is able to answer the question because she must have read it to answer the question. We also have Drop Everything and Read every afternoon after lunch.
Parents must also do their part to help their children become excellent readers.
I think parents themselves must be readers. So their children should see them reading, and not just reading just one particular material, but a variety of materials so that they know that reading is not just a book. And secondly, parents must not allow the students to think that reading is a chore. You know, like sometimes when they're doing something bad and the parents say, go take up your book. No, it should be something fun. So they should find fun ways to read together with the children and read to them sometimes as well so that they can find something to emulate. And also, they can make sure that they are a part of a library so that if they are not able to provide as many of the variety of books that they need, they can do so at the library.
What is the name of the book you guys read today?
What if you had animal eyes?
What's your favorite eye?
My favorite eye was the leopard eye. I have the eye that I used to see in the dark. I like the dragon eye. I like the leopard eye and the fish eye.
I believe the day has gone successfully and we will now make it an annual thing because we really want to stimulate the interest of the students. We want them to see the importance of reading, to want to read, and ultimately to make reading a hobby.
Sunday is a family day. We like cook together, talk, share ideas and help each other. We reason about things.
I spend quality time with my family every day.
It is very important because at the end of the day, you have children around you and you have to show them that, okay, this is the foundation, this is the way it's supposed to be.
They keep the family together and in line, you know, and especially with the boys.
And with that message, we close the pages of another Jamaica Magazine. I'm Audrey Williams. If you want to watch the show again, visit our website and YouTube channel. You can also drop us a line on our social media pages. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. On behalf of the entire production team, take care.
This has been a production of the Jamaica Information Service, the voice of Jamaica.